I think this organization is all about wanting to make the world a better place. And the only asset that an organization can have is a passion to do good work and an ability to do good work. And I think WRI's greatest strengths are this large team of highly qualified and highly motivated people who want to make some change for the better. This is of course further strengthened by the supporters that we have, the sponsors that we have, the funders that we have, and the global vision that we get. So this is really addressing the challenges that the world faces and especially their reflection or their impact on India. So I think it's a great strength is actually the good people and the global connectivity. There are other organizations who have a desire to do work, but the ability to do work is much important. Not very often you see government listening to what is typically called as a not-for-profit or an NGO. But luckily, looking at the stature that we have excellent connectivity with the government, and the government listens to us. Not only that, it quite often invites us to contribute our thoughts, which I think is a very important thing. That's a major strength. No, it's one thing to think of good things, but it's another thing to be able to convert those thoughts into policy planning actions. And I think that is something that we bring to the table as WRI. Nothing can be more important than the nature of the work that we are doing. Climate change is a matter of deep concern for all of us. And all the activities that we are doing at WRI are very strongly focused on that. So the work that we are doing on environment, the work that we are doing on mobility, on smart cities, on equity, on energy access, these are highly pressing problems, and the more we do, the better it is. What I am particularly happy about is the work that we do at two ends. One is at the policy end, and second one at something which is at an actual on-ground work. For example, the work that we are doing on hydrogen is at a policy level. The work that we have been doing on energy access is actually completely at the ground level. So this whole spectrum is an important thing. So there is work for us to do, and our work is most valuable, is most critical, and I'm very sure with the team that we have, we'll continue to contribute more. But our areas of climate change, environment, energy, equity are the right areas to work on. The government is trying to do its best, but it is working within its own constraints. Constraints of resources, constraints also of vision. Because if you are in the government, you have a certain vision and you want to work in that. The third party vision from an objective party who has no axe to grind of its own is a very, very important contribution. And so in the current policy planning environment, the contribution of somebody, of an institution like WRI is even more useful. We have presence in Delhi. We have access to the policymakers in Delhi. We are respected. We are invited to talk about things, and whenever we want to have policymakers here, we get that. So I think there is much work that we can do and which we have been doing. We just have to do more of the same.